She smirked. I deserve to explore my options before I settle. I said, then go explore. I won't be here when you're done. I blocked her that night. 6 months later, she's sending screenshots of her lonely nights. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. I'm Mark, 28, a software developer who thought I had it figured out. 4 years with Lauren felt like a solid investment. Late nights debugging her dreams, not just my code. She was 27, chasing influencer stardom, always one viral post away from making it. I believed in her, even when it meant skipping my own plans. I'd shelled out for her camera gear, spent weekends editing her videos, even passed on a promotion last year because the travel would have clashed with her content schedule. She'd kiss my cheek, call me her rock. I thought that meant something. Looking back, the signs were there early. Our first year together, I'd surprise her with little things, a new lens for her camera, tickets to a content creator conference. She'd beam, post about the best boyfriend ever. But as her follower count grew, so did her distance. She'd cancel our dates for last-minute shoots, leaving me alone with takeout and Netflix. I'd brush it off, telling myself it was temporary, that once she hit her goals, we'd have more time. One memory sticks out, our 3rd anniversary. I'd planned a weekend getaway to a cabin in the hills, complete with hiking trails I knew she'd love for her photos. But 2 days before, she backed out. Ryan invited me to collab on a fitness series, she said, eyes glued to her phone. Ryan, the name that kept popping up, a fitness influencer with chiseled abs and a feed full of adventure. It's a big opportunity, Mark. You understand, right? I did, or pretended to. I went alone, staring at the empty passenger seat, wondering when I'd become the backup plan. But cracks started showing more obviously in recent months. She'd scroll through her phone at dinner, laughing at messages I wasn't privy to. Just networking, she'd say, waving me off. I'd catch her smiling at comments from guys with verified badges, fitness influencers, travel vloggers, the kind with six-packs and sponsored posts. I'd ask, everything okay? She'd roll her eyes. You're so paranoid, Mark. I wasn't, but I felt it, the slow drip of being compared, measured, and found wanting. She'd make offhand comments. Ryan's traveling to Bali next month. Imagine the content. Or, you should work out more. It'd spice things up. It came to a head one night at our apartment. I'd cooked dinner, nothing fancy, just pasta and wine, hoping to reconnect. She barely touched her plate, her phone buzzing like a third guest. I tried to keep it light. You're glued to that thing lately, I said, half smiling. She didn't look up. It's work, Mark. You wouldn't get it. Try me, I said, setting down my fork. What's so important? She sighed, like I was exhausting her, and finally met my eyes. Her smirk hit me like a slap. I deserve to explore my options before I settle for someone predictable like you. The air sucked out of the room. I leaned back, heart pounding, but kept my voice steady. Options? What's that supposed to mean? She shrugged, twirling her wine glass. I'm young, Mark. I've got followers now, opportunities. Ryan, you know, the fitness guy, he gets it. He's got a vibe, a life. He's going places. Her eyes lit up, like she was already halfway out the door. Ryan, I repeated, piecing it together. The guy she'd been DMing, liking every post, laughing about at 2 a.m. So, what? I'm just the guy who pays for your lights while you explore him? Her smirk widened, like she'd won something. Don't make it dramatic. You're stable, sure, but stable's not enough. I need more. Excitement, adventure. You're comfortable. And comfortable isn't cutting it anymore. I wanted to argue, to list every sacrifice. Nights I'd stayed up editing her reels, the hiking trip I canceled to fund her latest photo shoot, the times I'd hyped her up when her views dipped. But her words burned. Predictable, not enough. I swallowed the hurt, kept my face neutral. If you need more, Lauren, go find it. Her laugh was sharp. Oh, I will. Watch me soar. That night, the apartment felt like a crime scene. Lauren was in our bedroom, packing a bag, still on her phone, probably texting Ryan. I stood in the living room, staring at the couch we'd picked out together, the one I'd slept on when she'd needed space. My chest ached, but I wasn't going to beg. I'd seen enough Reddit threads to know how that played out. Desperate pleas leading to more humiliation. She came out, duffel slung over her shoulder, her expression a mix of pity and arrogance. "I'm staying with a friend for a bit," she said, like it was a casual sleepover. "This isn't cheating, Mark. It's just, I'm evolving. You're holding me back." "Evolving?" I echoed, arms crossed. "That's what you call sneaking around with Ryan?" She rolled her eyes. "You're so stuck in your little world. Ryan's building something, brand deals, collabs. He sees my potential. You just see this." She gestured at the apartment, like our life was a prison. "I need someone who pushes me, not someone who's content with coding all day and takeout nights." "Pushes you?" "I've been your biggest supporter," I said, voice steady despite the knot in my gut. "Who edited your first viral video? Who believed in you when no one else did?" She waved a hand dismissively. "That was then. Now, I'm ready for more. Ryan's got connections, real ones. He's not afraid to take risks." I wanted to yell, to throw every sacrifice in her face. The weekends I'd spent learning video software just for her, the money I'd loaned her for ads that never paid off, the friends I'd introduced her to for networking. But I saw her for what she was, already gone, chasing a mirage. So I nodded, voice low. "Then go evolve, Lauren. Explore your options. But I won't be here when you're done." She laughed, like I'd told a joke. "You'll miss me, Mark. You'll see. No one else will put up with your routine." She grabbed her keys and walked out, the door clicking shut like a full stop. I didn't sleep. The silence was deafening, echoing with her words. By 3 a.m., I'd blocked her on everything: phone, socials, email. I didn't want her texts, her apologies, or her smug updates. The next day, I found a new apartment, a small studio across town with a view of the hills. Movers came by the weekend. I left her stuff in boxes, labeled neatly, and texted her friend to pick them up. Clean break. The weeks after were rough, a roller coaster of doubt and clarity. I'd catch myself wondering if I was too boring, too safe. Mornings were the worst, waking up alone, reaching for a phone that didn't buzz with her good mornings. I'd replay her words, question what I'd missed, why my stability wasn't enough. But I didn't call her. Instead, I threw myself into work. My manager noticed the extra hours, the sharper focus. "You're on fire, Mark," he said, offering me the promotion I'd passed on before. More responsibility, better pay, a chance to lead a project on AI integrations. I said yes, diving in head first. I started hiking again, 2 solo trips to clear my head. The mountains didn't care about my self-doubt. They just stood there, steady, reminding me of the cabin trip I'd taken alone. Each step rebuilt me, physically, mentally. I joined a local group, met people who valued quiet adventures over flashy feeds. One guy, Dave, became a buddy. We'd swap stories over post-hike beers, his own breakup tales making me feel less alone. Rumors trickled in through mutual friends, unasked but unavoidable. Lauren had moved in with Ryan, posting couple-wide gym selfies, captioning them, "living my best life." But cracks showed fast. Ryan's posts started featuring other women, vague collaborations that screamed red flags. Lauren's content got erratic. Over-filtered selfies, vague quotes about trust and growth. A friend mentioned she'd blown through her savings on new outfits and trips, chasing collabs that never materialized. Her follower growth stalled. Comments turned snarky, calling out her sudden couple goals after ditching me. I didn't ask for details. I was too busy rebuilding, layer by layer. For months in, my phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. "Lauren. Hey, Mark. I messed up. Can we talk?" I stared at it, the words stirring old embers, but I deleted it. No response needed. She'd made her bed. A week later, a voicemail. "Ryan, he wasn't who I thought. You were always there for me, and I didn't see it." Her voice cracked, but I heard the performance in it, the expectation that I'd swoop in. I didn't call back. Her attempts ramped up, a barrage that tested my resolve. Another text. "I know you're mad, but I'm struggling. Please, just coffee." Then another voicemail, sharper. "You're being childish, Mark." I said, "I'm sorry. Don't you owe me at least a conversation?" I blocked the new number. Mutual friends started dropping hints during casual meetups. She was going through it. Ryan had ghosted her after a public fight online where he accused her of being too clingy in comments. Her follower count was tanking, down 30% as sponsors backed out. Apparently, she'd posted a story calling me boring weeks after we split, a screenshot that circulated and turned people off. Friends we'd shared started pulling away when they saw her hypocrisy, unfollowing en masse. I ran into one of them, Sarah, at a coffee shop. "Lauren's a wreck," she confided. "She's crashing on couches, posting these desperate stories. Ryan used her for a quick boost, then moved on. It's sad." I nodded, stirring my coffee. "Sounds rough." But inside, it felt like quiet justice. Not glee, just validation that I'd dodged worse. 5 months post-breakup, I was leaving my office when I saw her in the lobby, her friend Jess in tow. Lauren looked frazzled, hair messy, eyes red from what looked like lack of sleep. Jess glared at me like I'd stolen something precious. "Mark, I need to talk to you," Lauren said, stepping forward, her voice a mix of plea and demand. I kept my tone even, briefcase in hand. "I'm on my way out." "Please," she said, voice low but urgent. "I know I hurt you, but I'm different now. Ryan, he used me for my ideas, then ghosted. I'm alone, Mark. Broke, too. I thought we could start over." Jess cut in, sneering with crossed arms. "You're not even half the man Ryan was. She's giving you a chance here. Don't blow it." I almost laughed at the absurdity, the way they twisted it like I was the lucky one. "Sounds like you both have it figured out. Good luck with that." I stepped past them, heading for the elevator, my steps measured. Lauren's voice turned sharp, echoing in the lobby. "You'll regret this, Mark. You think you're better than me now? Just wait. You'll end up alone too." I didn't turn back. The doors closed, and I exhaled, the encounter replaying in my mind. Her anger was her problem, not mine, a mask for her unraveling. Back home, I journaled it out, turning the sting into fuel. By month 6, Lauren's attempts were relentless, a digital siege I hadn't anticipated. My inbox filled with emails from new accounts. She'd switched to burners after I blocked her numbers. One subject line read, "I'm lost without you." The message was a novel. "Mark, I see it now. Ryan was a mistake. He used me for clout, then ditched me for some fitness model. I've got nothing left. My followers are gone. I'm behind on rent. You were my anchor. Can we just meet? I'll make it up to you." Attached were screenshots of her dwindling bank balance and empty DMs, as if proof of her misery would sway me. I deleted it without replying. Then came more screenshots, her social media stories, captioned "lonely nights," with sad emojis and vague pleas for real connections, sent as if I'd care. I didn't. They just highlighted her desperation. Her family got involved, adding layers to the pressure. Her sister, Amy, left a voicemail. "Lauren's in a bad place, Mark. You're being cruel by ignoring her. She needs you. Family sticks together, right?" I blocked Amy, too, shaking my head at the entitlement. Then Jess, her friend from the office ambush, DM'd me on a work-linked platform. "You're heartless. She's crying every night because of you. Step up and be a man." I archived the message, reporting it as spam. Their toxicity matched Lauren's, demanding I fix her mess while insulting me, as if guilting me would work. It didn't. It only solidified my boundaries. A coworker, Sam, pulled me aside at lunch one day. "Lauren's been asking about you through the grapevine. Says she wants to make things right. She's telling everyone you're dodging her because you're bitter." I shrugged, picking at my salad. "Let her talk. I'm not her therapist." Sam nodded, mentioning he'd unfollowed her after her latest meltdown, a public post whining about fake people and betrayals, which backfired when followers called her out for trashing me post-breakup in old stories that resurfaced. Her reputation was crumbling, sponsors pulling out, her once promising feed now a ghost town of low-engagement posts. I hadn't lifted a finger. Karma was doing the work. Lauren's final email was unhinged, a rambling manifesto. "You think you're so perfect now? I made a mistake, but you're throwing away everything we had. I'll keep trying, Mark. You can't ignore me forever. Remember the good times." She attached old photos. Us at that conference, laughing. I felt a twinge of nostalgia, but it passed. I'd already moved on. New apartment, new routines. I was leading a project at work, hiking most weekends, even started casually dating Emma, a colleague who shared my love for quiet trails and bad puns. Our first date was a simple coffee, evolving into hikes where we'd talk about everything but exes. Lauren's noise was just static now, fading into irrelevance. The engagement party for our mutual friend, Tom, was at a rooftop venue downtown, all string lights twinkling against the city skyline, laughter mingling with soft music. I'd been hesitant to go, too many shared connections from our old circle, but Emma convinced me over breakfast that morning. "It's a celebration," she said, squeezing my hand with that warm smile. "You deserve to enjoy it. Plus, I'll be your buffer." She was right. I was in a good place. My project at work had launched to praise from the team, earning me a bonus and talks of further advancement. Emma's easy companionship made me feel like I was finally free of Lauren's shadow, building something genuine. We arrived fashionably late. Emma in a simple dress that suited her effortless vibe, me in a button-up feeling more confident than I had in months. The crowd was a mix: old friends from Lauren's influencer days, co-workers, and Tom's family. I mingled, chatting about my hikes and work wins, Emma by my side adding her witty insights. It felt normal, liberating. Halfway through, I felt eyes on me, a prickle on my neck. Lauren stood by the bar, clutching a drink, looking out of place in a too-tight dress that screamed trying too hard. Her makeup couldn't hide the exhaustion, dark circles, forced smile. She approached, weaving through guests with unsteady steps, her voice shaky but loud enough to draw attention from nearby groups. "Mark, can we talk? Alone? Please, it's important." I kept my tone neutral, setting down my drink, aware of curious glances from Tom and others. "This isn't the place, Lauren. It's Tom's night." Her eyes welled up, performative tears glistening under the lights. "I know I screwed up. Ryan was a liar, and I'm paying for it. My life's a mess. Lost my apartment, can't book gigs. But you were the best thing I had. I see that now. We had something real." Emma shifted beside me, her hand lightly on my arm, but I stayed calm, voice even. "You made your choice," I said. "You wanted to explore. I respected that." She stepped closer, voice rising in desperation, drawing more heads turning our way. "Don't do this. I'm begging you, Mark. We can fix this. I've changed. I'm ready to settle now." Whispers rippled. Tom frowned from across the room, his fiancée shooting Lauren a pitying look. "There's nothing to fix," I said, firm but quiet, not matching her volume. "You explored your options. I explored mine." Her face twisted, anger breaking through the tears like a storm. "You're heartless. You think you're better than me now, with your new girlfriend and your fancy job?" She gestured wildly at Emma, her voice cracking, drawing gasps from the crowd. "I gave you everything, and this is how you repay me?" I didn't flinch, keeping my composure. "I'm just living my life, Lauren. You should try it, without the drama." Lauren's outburst hung in the air like smoke, but the party moved on awkwardly. Guests whispered, some shooting her pitying looks, others avoiding her gaze. She stood frozen, realizing her plea had backfired spectacularly, her humiliation public and raw. Emma leaned in, whispering, "You okay?" I nodded, grateful for her steadiness, squeezing her hand in return. Lauren tried one last time, her voice cracking with a mix of sobs and defiance. "Mark, please. I'm alone. I have nothing. No home, no friends left. You can't just erase me like this. We had history." I met her eyes, calm, detached, the realist in me taking over fully. "Lauren, you erased yourself. You chose Ryan, chose options over what we built. I chose me, my peace, my growth. I'm happy now, and you're not part of that equation anymore." I gestured subtly to Emma, to the friends around us clapping Tom on the back, to the life I'd rebuilt brick by brick. "This is my reality. You don't fit in it, and that's okay." Her jaw tightened, tears spilling freely now, but she had no comeback, no twisted logic left. "You'll regret this," she muttered, echoing her office threat, but it was hollow, defeated. She turned, stumbling toward the exit, ignored by the crowd as conversations resumed without her. Tom approached later, clapping my shoulder with a sympathetic grin. "She's a mess, man. You dodged a bullet. Heard she's couch surfing now, posting those pathetic stories that get no traction." I nodded, watching Emma laugh with a friend across the room. Lauren's downfall was complete, her followers gone, her finances shot from reckless spending, her friends alienated after her lies and hypocrisy unraveled online and off. Mutuals had shared screenshots of her begging for collabs, only to be ghosted, mirroring how she'd treated me. I didn't hate her. I didn't care enough to. She taught me a valuable lesson about self-worth, about not settling for being someone's safe option. As the party lights glowed and toasts rang out, I raised my glass to Tom's future, feeling lighter than I had in years. She'd explored her options. I'd found my peace, and it was better than anything she could offer. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.